It is critical belief. Belief strong enough to question. Strong enough to demand better. Strong enough to rebuild. Economic storms followed. Jobs vanished. Security cracked. Families struggled. Dreams paused. Confidence wavered. But history repeated a familiar pattern. Adaptation. New industries emerged. Ideas replaced labor. Innovation rewrote opportunity. Each setback forced reinvention. Each crisis revealed character. America was learning that dominance is temporary. But adaptability is eternal. The nation entered a new era. Faster. Louder. More connected. Technology reshaped life. Information moved instantly. Opportunity expanded beyond borders. But so did pressure. The challenge was no longer access. It was focus. Distraction became the new enemy. Comfort the new trap. Success demanded discipline, clarity, purpose. And the American story adjusted again. From survival, to dominance, to responsibility. The world was watching, not to see perfection, but persistence. This nation had fallen, failed, fractured, yet every generation found a way forward. Not because the path was clear, but because quitting was never an option. This is the truth of American strength. Not flawlessness, but resilience. Not certainty, but courage in uncertainty. And the story is not finished. Because the greatest chapter is always the one being written now. The modern test and the unfinished journey. Every era believes it stands at the edge of history. This one truly does. The modern world moves faster than any generation before. Decisions echo globally. Mistakes multiply instantly. America entered this age carrying power and pressure. The challenge was no longer building a nation. It was sustaining purpose. Economic strength grew alongside uncertainty. Opportunity expanded alongside inequality. Some climbed rapidly, others felt left behind. And history teaches a hard truth. When progress outruns people, division grows. Voices became louder, opinions sharper, trust thinner. The nation argued again, as it always has. Because disagreement is not weakness. Indifference is. Technology connected millions, yet isolated individuals. Information flooded minds, but clarity became rare. The test of this era was internal. Could Americans think independently, or would distraction decide their future? Crises arrived without warning. Financial collapse, global pandemics, social unrest. Each one stripped away illusion, revealing character. Healthcare workers stood exhausted but unbroken. Entrepreneurs rebuilt from ruins. Communities supported strangers. Leadership was questioned. Systems stressed. Faith tested. And still the nation stood. Not because it avoided pain, but because it faced it. History does not remember comfort. It remembers response. The American response has never been perfect, but it has been persistent. Through debate, reform, and reinvention, the nation continues forward. The greatest threat is no longer invasion. It is complacency, the belief that freedom maintains itself, that opportunity guarantees success, that history cannot repeat mistakes. Every generation must earn its future. The founders fought for independence. Later generations fought for unity. Others fought for equality. This generation fights for meaning. In a world overflowing with noise, purpose becomes power. The American dream was never about ease. It was about effort. It was never about guarantees. It was about possibility. Possibility earned through work, through resilience, through refusal to quit. The story of America is not owned by history books. It belongs to builders, thinkers, workers, creators. It belongs to those who wake up and try again. No matter the division, no matter the doubt, no matter the setbacks. Because the nation was never meant to be finished. It was meant to evolve. And that evolution depends not on leaders alone, but on individuals. People who choose discipline over distraction, contribution over complaint, courage over comfort. The future does not belong to the loudest voice. It belongs to the most committed. America has been tested by war, by division, by failure, and every time it learned, the lesson remains the same. Strength is not inherited, it is built. Freedom is not permanent, it is protected. Progress is not automatic, it is earned. This is the unfinished journey. And the next chapter belongs to those who refuse to give up. The future is built by those who show up. The future does not announce itself. It arrives quietly, shaped by daily choices. America now stands in an age where tools are limitless. But direction is uncertain. More access than ever before. More opportunity than any generation imagined. Yet success feels harder. Focus feels rarer. Meaning feels distant. This is not a crisis of ability. It is a crisis of discipline. History shows a pattern. When nations lose clarity, individuals must find it. The next era will not be defined by governments alone. It will be defined by people. Those who wake early while others scroll. Those who build skills while others complain. Those who prepare while others procrastinate. Greatness has always been personal before it became national. The factories of the future are minds. The infrastructure is character. The fuel is persistence. America was built by people who worked without applause. Who failed without quitting. Who believed without evidence. That formula has not changed. Technology will replace many jobs. But it cannot replace purpose. Artificial intelligence can calculate, but it cannot commit. Automation can accelerate, but it cannot decide who you become. The advantage now belongs to those who master themselves. Self-control, consistency, responsibility. The American story has entered a phase where freedom demands maturity. Excuses are expensive. Discipline pays dividends. The future will reward builders. Not spectators. Creators. Not critics. People who invest in health. In learning. In community. Because progress is not isolated. It multiplies. Every strong individual strengthens the nation. Every disciplined choice compounds. History will not ask how loud opinions were. It will ask what was built. This generation has access to every lesson ever learned. Every failure recorded. Every success documented. Ignorance is no longer an excuse. The only barrier left is effort. America has always moved forward because someone refused comfort. Refused fear. Refused to quit. That someone is not a symbol. It is a citizen. It is the worker who stays late. The student who studies longer. The entrepreneur who tries again. The parent who sacrifices quietly. The future does not need perfection. It needs participation. This nation has survived because people showed up. Not once, but repeatedly, day after day, year after year. The story of America is not ending. It is being rewritten by those who understand that motivation fades, but discipline endures. The question history will ask is simple. Did you contribute? Or did you